Good day, everyone. Especially to you, Mr. Dr. Gamali. So, my name is Rimar J. Casas B. Scream 2. So, I have I discuss the six pillars of good character. So, the first is trustworthiness. So, what is trustworthiness? So, this is the pillar of good character that is considered the most complicated of the six core ethical values concerns a variety of qualities. So, the trustworthiness is it is a good character. This is this uh, first pillars. So there are this is considered of most complicated among the six core ethical values. So that is trustworthiness. So when a person of entrusted, he is given a greater leeway and no need to be monitored. So just to ensure that they meet their obligation. So when they are trusted, we develop in them higher esteem. So which may be satisfying to him. So they must live up to the expectation of others and refrain from even small lies or self-serving behavior that can quickly destroy relationship. So, trustworthiness. So, in Tagalog, so, mapagkatiwalaan. So, that is a trustworthiness. So, masaligan. So, that is. So, among this first pillar, so there are honesty. So what is honesty? So there is no more fundamental ethical values than honesty. So honesty is a best policy, right? So honesty is associated with honor. Thus a person of honesty is a person of honor, and he admired the trusted because of his being straightforward. So a person of good character must be a person of honesty in both communication and conduct. So, honesty in communication is expressing the truth as abyss we know it and not conveying it away likely mislead or de- deceive. So that is so. Let's go on to the five dimension of honesty. So first the truthfulness. So truthfulness, and second is sincerity, and the third is candor, and the fourth is integrity, and lastly is the reliability. So let's go back to the first dimension of honesty, the truthfulness. So the truthfulness is representing the fact of the best or of our knowledge. So he representing the facts of the base of our knowledge. So that is a truthfulness. So let's go on to the second dimension, the sincerity. So one one must observe of genuineness is being without of trickery and duplicity, for its pre precludes all acts include half-truths out of the context statements and even silence that are extended to create beliefs or leaves or impression that is untrue or misleading. So that is a sincerity. So in Tagalog pa dapat sincero ka. So that is a sincerity. So third is candor. So candor, in a relationship involving a legitimate expectation of trust, honesty is also required candor. So, forthrightness and frankness. So, what that is a candor. So, expectation of trust, and honesty. So that is the candor. So let's go to the fourth dimension of honesty. So that is a integrity. So integrity is a person that is integrity are those who acts according to the to his belief, not according to expediency. So ang that is integrity. So a person of integrity takes time for self-reflection so that the events, crises, and seeming of necessities of the day do not determine, of course, of his moral life. So he stays in control. He may be courteous, even charming, but uh, but he may be is never duplicitous to or unfaithful. So that is the integrity. So the we are the lastly for the um dimension of honesty. So the lastly is the reliability. So what is reliability? So ang reliability is promise keeping. So if you have promise, so you keep your if you keep your promise, so that's we call the reliability. So reliable so person are are those who keep their promises for he believe what doing to create legitimate basis for another person to rely on him. So and that he undertake special moral duties. So ang reliability is uh, or are who keep their promise. So that is the reliability. So let's go on to the consideration to maintain reliability. So there are the one consideration. So avoid bad faith excuses. So what is this? So interpret your promises fairly and honestly. Don't try to re, rationalize our non-compliance. So that is first consideration to maintain our reliability. So avoid unwise commitments. So avoid unclear commitments. So and that is uh, a part of the our first pillar. So there letter B is the loyalty. So from in the six pillars of good character, so they're the trustworthy. So na siya honesty and napunta oy loyalty. So let's go to our the loyalty. So to be trusted, one must be loyal to his or her husband or wife, friends, employers, employee, organization, citizen, or country. So that is loyalty. So for example, we are studying in MICE. So we are um, from elementary to high school to college. So we are studying that the school, and whole year after you done to school that what we call the loyalty. So loyal ka. So that is so. And number two of six pillars, the second pillars of good character. So there are respect. So respect is the golden rule of human relation. Do unto other as you would have them do unto you. Perfectly illustrate. So respect. When respect is observed, we don't prevent the the violence of humiliation to manipulation and exploitation. It is reflects the nation as civility, courtesy, decency, dignity, and autonomy, tolerance, and acceptance. So that is our code of respect. So everyone has a right to be treated with dignity. So we certainly have a ethical duty to hold. So all people in high esteem, but we should treat everyone with respect regardless of who they are and what they have done. We have a responsibility to be the best we can be all the stimulation even when dealing with the unpleasant people. So that is respect. So the quality of respectful person. So nadiri ang qualities of the respectful person. First, the ability to listen. So somebody when you talk your in your front, so you listen. So that is a part of this is the qualities of a respectful person. So number two is a treats other with consideration. So we treat to others with a consideration. That is the respectful. So you are respect to others. So number three, capable to accepting individual difference and beliefs. So that is so. Let's go on to the third pillar of the good character. So responsibility. So responsibility, it is understood of life as a full choice, and everyone has its own judgment of decision. So ang responsibility, so you are responsible for your what you doing. So you its own judgment, so decision your and decision, so your own judgment and your decision, so you are responsible. So for example, you are a man, you got married to other to woman, so you are a responsibility to to give her him the um uh what's what we call that imo ang iyang pangailangan. So that is so qualities of responsible person. So there are the qualities of a responsible person. First is the sense of accountability. Second, pursuit of excellence. And third is self-restraint. So, what is sense of accountability? So, sense of accountability is a person leads by example and doesn't shape blame or claim credit for the work of others. So, that is sense of accountability. So, the second, pursuit of excellence. So, responsible person, so diligence what is doing, careful, and his action prepare and inform. So you are a responsible person. You show the diligent. So what you're doing to careful. So the self-restraint. So self-restraint. So responsible people exercise so self-control, restraint, passion, and appetites such as lust, hearted, gluttony, greed, and fear. So that is the self-restraint. So let's go on to the fourth fourth good fourth pillars of good character. So the fairness. So fairness is a pillar of good character involves the issue of equality of impartiality to proportionality, openness to due process. It is unfair to handle similar matters inconsistently and impose punishment that is measured with offenses. So, the business concept seems simple, even uh, intuitive, yet applying it daily life can be concept of probably more subject to legitimate. So that is the fairness. So fairness is the debate and interrupt interpretation than any other ethical value. So agreeing the party stands maintain that there are only fair position. So but essentially fairness implies adherence to the balanced standard. So unfair person to do not scrupulously employ open the impartial processes for gathering and elevating the formation of necessary. So open and impartial process, so gathering, so decision constructs people, so wait for the truth to come and them so seek or relevant, so that is the unfair person. Like so let's go to the fifth pillar of good character. So caring. So caring is the heart of ethics and ethical decision making. Scarcely possible to be truly ethical and yet and concerned with the welfare of others. That is because of ethics is ultimately about good relations with other people. So na siya good relation to other people. Muna siya ang caring. So you care to other people. So that is um uh part of the six pillars for the good characters. So nasa dia ang caring. Pare like you're caring your mother, your for example like that. So your sister and brother. So that is what we call the caring. So you care to other. So that is a good character. So that was the part of our sixth pillar. So it is the easier to love so humanity than to love people. So people who consider themselves ethical and yet lack of caring attitude towards individual tend treat others as instruments of their will. They rarely feel the obligation to be honest, loyal, fair, or respectful. Except the insofar as prudent for them to do so. This is a position which itself hence to the the felicity and lack of integrity. So lack of integrity, a person who pain the pleasure of others. So the highest form of caring is the honest expression. So benevolence or altruism altruism altruism. So this is not be confused of strategic clarity. Gift to clarity is advanced to interpret that is where they are in investment. So that is highest form of that is the carrying. So let's go on to the last pillar of the good characters. So citizenship. So what is citizenship? So this pillar of good character includes civic virtues and duties and prescribe how we ought to behave as part of community. So the good citizens knows the law and obeys them. So the good citizens now is he knows that the laws and how to obey them. So he volunteers and stay informed the issues of the day. The better to execute these duties to privilege as a member of self-governing democratic society. So that is the citizenship. So he belong to the good character. So that was that's all for our topic today. for the 6 pillars of good characteristic. So that's all my topic. So thank you ever.